What part of Italy are you from? Kentucky? In the center, some fresh mozzarella. How to get an entire country to hate you. Step 1, this.
I'm sure many of you sometimes wonder when you see a bizarre food combination of whether or not it tastes good. Well, today we're going to be seeing some weird food combinations. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is James Makinson. I've been cooking for many years in the United States and over here in Europe. And if you do happen to enjoy this video, or at least to help support the channel, then be sure to give it a like, give it a share, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content. Now, let's get started. And you see some of these cooking videos where like they go out to the woods and they make something, and sometimes they actually do make some really nice things. We're going to be cutting a watermelon. No. He's not doing what I think he's doing. He's putting barbecue sauce on the watermelon. Everyone's so creative. Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, he's topped it. You can see his dog in the background probably thinking to himself, what's he doing today? Honestly. You know, you have to admit that pizza seems to be one of the most, if not the most, bastardized types of food.
I didn't even think I liked uncooked ramen till I had it with the peanut butter and jelly.
No.
I don't even need the seasoning with it.
No.
Uncooked. Peanut butter and jelly's all you need.
He's seriously putting PB&J on uncooked instant ramen noodles. Oh. This actually seems something more down Jamie's aisle, to tell you the truth. Well, he'd cook the noodles, he wouldn't leave them raw, but, I'm
putting you on right now.
You can eat dried ramen noodles if you're like starving, but there is a reason why you need to rehydrate them, unless you like them crunchy. But putting PB&J on them, oh my goodness. I mean, I like peanut butter and jelly, but just thinking of the texture and then the actual noodles themselves, no.
Okay, so I'm being suckered into the new TikTok challenge where we have Oreos and pickles.
Right. Oreo cookies and pickles. I've never tried that combination before, and I honestly don't think I want to try that combination. I've had Oreo cookies, and I love good pickles, but not bad pickles. But put them together, no.
So we're supposed to take the Oreo and dip it into the pickle juice. So, Oreo, see, Oreo.
And she's doing this at work too.
Juice. See, I've got it in there. And it's even dripping. Okay, here we go. And if I don't like it, y'all are gonna know immediately, okay? Here we go.
Before she takes the bite, let us know down in the comments if you think it's going to be good or bad.
Don't do it. No bueno. Don't believe TikTok.
So this is what happens when people don't have anything to do at work. It's sweet and salty, but with the flavoring with the Oreo cookies and that, I wouldn't think that it tastes good. I think the real moral of the story is that if you're at work, don't get suckered into doing something, meaning forced into doing something. If you don't want to do it, unless of course if your boss says that you have to do it and it's part of your job, then you have to do it.
Oh dear me, and I'm going to put the beans in, the baked beans in. I've been told it has to be baked beans, so who am I to argue? I know I told me the first.
It's Kate's cooking. We haven't seen her for a while. And today it looks like she's going to be making some pasta with beans and a little bit of cheese.
So nice and done. That's one tin out. Told you I needed 2 tins. And get out of the tin, that's it. Oh, here we go. Nearly getting all covered up, so it not be cold.
I wonder if we're going to be seeing any cooking with Jack today.
I'm going to put some cheese, and I know you're all going to say, oh, she's a cheese addict. Yes, I know I am, and I'm so sorry, but I love my cheese. So I'm going to put cheese on my part.
I can see where some TikTokers get the idea on making some of their little creations.
That is the end product. And now for the taste test. Why did I get a spoon? I will say, with that cheese on the pasta, it tastes really, really nice.
She baked it in the oven, so she's doing like a little casserole. This reminds me a lot of Cooking with Jack. And guys, if you haven't seen the enchilada video with Cooking with Jack, I just warn you beforehand, yeah? Don't eat before watching that video. Well, this one's not the worst that she's made, yeah? We've seen actually some pretty bad ones. But is she doing it on purpose because she doesn't know? Or is she doing it on purpose because she's trolling?
We have a banana pizza, pepperoni, cream cheese, banana, and black pepper. There's a banana right on the end. See, I want the pepperoni with it, though.
Banana on a pizza. And just to let you guys know, this is something, and I haven't been to a pizzeria in Sweden, but this is something that supposedly is popular in Sweden. So this is not just like a random creation. Well, it was probably at one point, but I guess people enjoy it and now they do it. But banana on a pizza?
Oh my gosh, I'm excited to know how you feel. Look at that cheese. Oh.
I think I like it.
I hope we just ordered a whole pie.
It's good.
Do you want more?
Yeah, one more. It was really good.
It's good. Yeah, it's sweet. It tastes like a pepperoni pizza with nice sliced sweet banana. I like it.
Poor pizza. Well, she must like it because she's like literally licking every single finger. Now, if there are any Italians watching this, before you make the little comments, please don't use bad language. Google understands bad language in every single language.
We decided to go ahead and try the gummy bear sausage. We use a combination of both sweet and spicy elements to this to really try to make it work out, hitting a few savory notes as we went.
They're seriously making gummy bear sausages? And this is professional equipment as well.
We're concerned that the gummy bears would get stuck in the horn, but thankfully not. This is the closest you'll ever see a guy like me get to jumping rope these days. Now we're gonna sear these bad boys in a combination of rendered beef tallow and positive attitude. They did burn a little bit with that excess sugar of the gummy bears melting out. All in all, surprisingly, not a bad sausage.
I have so many questions. Firstly, having or wearing like nail polish is not allowed in many places because it can flake off and that can get into the food, unless of course you wear gloves, which helps. But putting gummy bears in perfectly good sausage meat, well, I think it's good sausage, but adding gummy bears to this, why? Just why? You might as well just put some Tootsie Rolls in the sausage next time.
Fruit Loops and ground beef. Y'all know about that? Y'all need to try that.
Huh?
Pour my cereal first.
Fruit Loops and ground beef, and then on top of it, she is speaking English. It's just another form of English.
You don't need no milk. You don't need no milk. Look at that. Yeah. That right there.
Huh?
Yeah, try that.
I get this all the time from people that don't speak English on how difficult it is for them to like learn English, because literally if you go just in England alone, let alone Ireland, Scotland, Wales as well, and in the US, the accents can vary greatly and the pronunciation. I mean, some may say mountain and others may say mountain.
It's tomorrow.
No, it's tomorrow.
Butter.
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 Listen. Butter.
Butter.
That's it. Say again.
Butter.
Very good. Thank you very much indeed. Standard English on the streets of Teesside. Together, we can do this.
Fruit Loops and ground beef. That is something that has never occurred to me to mix. I mean, is the ground beef actually seasoned? Is it just cooked ground beef? Is it boiled ground beef? Do you add some herbs to it? Some salt? I mean, the Fruit Loops had sugar and just weird combinations.
Right, the next ingredient. I have this in my home all the time now, chili jam. It's brilliant for cooking.
Whoops, how did Jimmy get in there? Oh, well, it's the chili jam, isn't it? So, yeah, well.
It's got heat, but it's also got the sweetness, and it's going to kind of glaze and help you balance flavours. So 2 nice teaspoons go in, to our pan and then just start tossing again.
Yeah, this is the part Uncle Roger started freaking out.
This is disgusting. Who put jam?
Firm, silken tofu. It's protein, basically. It's made out of soya beans. It's extremely healthy. And what you can do is just break this up. And then as that cooks, then we can start just bringing the rice back in. But I want chunks of tofu, and I want little bits. And I want chunks of egg, and I want little bits.
We already reviewed this video, and if you haven't seen it, I'll leave the link down below for you guys to check that out. And I think we are going to have to remake this rice dish as well. I don't know when. I'll probably leave it for like a very big achievement. I don't know, maybe at 1 million subscribers.
Put a little oil around the bowl, give it a rub. We're gonna make sandcastles, basically, but we're gonna make it with stir-fried rice. Just pour your rice in here. Stir-fried rice dishes and that kind of street food, which is beautiful. It's often associated with being unhealthy. This has been made to be healthy.
Maybe we will make it and put this to rest once and for all so we can actually taste it ourselves. Adding chili jam to it, I don't think, well, depending on the amount of sugar, but I don't think it makes the dish super healthy. Obviously, if you cook for yourself at home, you can make things healthier, and this is the whole point that Jamie's trying to get across. And we did try his butter chicken recipe, and if you guys haven't seen it, I'll leave the link down below for that as well. And that one was surprising. Yeah, I won't say anything more if you haven't seen it.
A baked bean pizza from 1954. Now I'm scared of lots of things, including the IRS, clowns, and English majors.
What he normally does is he picks recipes from years ago, and some of them are good, but baked beans on pizza? When you want to make something like a weird combination, just make a pizza out of it, no? It's easy, just make a pizza.
But I'm most afraid of beans where they don't belong. Oh dear. The sauce begins with a can of tomato paste, plus 8 ounces of spaghetti sauce. Really starting out on the wrong foot, more like the wrong limb. Add oregano for an authentic taste. I feel like I'm in Italy. For the crust, we squashed together refrigerator biscuits. Sorry, what were you saying about authentic?
This seems like one of those, you don't have many things in the house, what shall we make? We'll make a pizza. Inventions.
On goes the sauce. A bit of Parmesan. Now 20 ounces of baked beans. What part of Italy are you from? Kentucky? In the center, some fresh mozzarella. How to get an entire country to hate you. Step 1. This. $4.25 for 10, then $3.25 for 20. No.
I've never seen baked beans on pizza before. Never.
We can serve this with anchovies or sardines. How about a swift death? Oh, what? What is wrong with you? You are sick! It's just vile.
Baked beans on a pizza, cheese, and then anchovies or sardines. I mean, seriously, would any of you watching this try that pizza? A lot of those things to me is just the combination. No. Individually, yeah. Combination, no.
Whoa. My signature dish is gonna help me stand out because I'm a true culinarian. I understand what Gordon's looking for.
What is it?
This should be good. Ramsey's going to be judging.
I call it exotic tartare because it's with venison and diver scallops, with caviar and white chocolate.
What?
And
Oh, stop. Let me just get this right again. Either that or I'm just about to be punked.
As tartare too, so it's raw. That's weird, that combination. Venison is deer meat, and if you're going to be eating venison, you should get the venison from a very good source, especially if you're going to try it for tartare, because you can get sick, worms and other things, if you do not source it from a good source. Now, diver scallops, as the name implies, are actually dived for to be picked. So instead of like dredging for scallops, or even farmed scallops, divers will actually dive for these scallops and pick them by hand. So they cost a lot more money.
Raw venison, raw quail egg, lime zest, olive oil, scallops, caviar, and grated white chocolate. That must be one of the worst combinations I've ever tasted in 21 years of cooking. Piss off, will you?
I really don't understand what Chef Ramsay didn't like about the dish. I'm a little boggled on that.
It's pretty hard to say which one of these out of all of them that we've seen was the worst combination. I mean, seriously, you guys can let me know down below which ones you think were the worst in order, but for me, I think the weirdest, besides the baked beans on pizza, that's right, because there are some weird ones. I think the Oreo cookies and pickles, it's just bizarre. It's just weird, very different. Sometimes a very bizarre combination will work, like let's say ice cream with maybe saffron, it actually can work. Hopefully all of you enjoyed this video and you didn't lose any of your appetites. Be sure to give it a like, give it a share. Don't forget to check out this another video coming up here, which is a good video. You should definitely check it out. And I will see you guys again very soon. Until then, take care.
Vacilamos en tu mente, gozándonos la vida es más que